Hello and welcome back to Mod Adventures Run Dig Hide. Since last episode, I have been working on a few things. I gathered some supplies, I mined some ores, I made an iron chest for the quarry, and I think the quarry is done now, and I just collected it back up. And I also smelled some alloys to prepare for some stuff this episode, and I made a new room for tech stuff. So that's all my notes say, and I also need one ender pearl, so hopefully this one grows this episode. I think I actually off camera AFK'd down here till I died of thirst. Like, I left a computer just standing here and died of thirst, and it still didn't grow. So those take forever, but hopefully forever happens while I'm recording this. And as you might notice, I have a ladder here now, and I also redid the base a bit, opened it up a bit more. And I have this new room here for tech stuff because this is getting kind of annoying and crowded. And apparently I had only one iron left and I ran out of power. Great. So let me just grab some coal. But as you can see, I do have some more resources here. And I just was working at getting stuff ready because there's some stuff I want to work on making, different tech stuff and whatnot. But to start, I want to make dark steel armor. I'm not sure if we can actually make it as cool as I want to make it with all its upgrades, because those not only take levels, but they take resources I don't really have. Like, at the moment, I just can't get the emeralds is the main thing. So, yeah, that's a problem, because the upgrade here, Vibrant, or Empowered with the Vibrant Crystal does require, actually, let me just search it. Okay, so this is a Vibrant Crystal, and it does require an Emerald. It also requires Vibrant Nuggets from a Vibrant Alloy, which requires an Energetic Alloy and Ender Pearls. And I'm kind of lacking on Ender Pearls and Emeralds at the moment, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to upgrade the armor like I want to, but hopefully I can. Or hopefully we can at least do a bit. It would be cool at least to get the glider, because that one's not as hard as the others, but it does need leather. And cows are surprisingly rare in this world for some reason. I have no idea why, but I can't seem to find any cows anywhere, usually. Like, I actually did have to get leather to prepare for one thing, and I only got that much after searching around for a while. So, yeah. But I also want to work more on the tech room here and setting up cables and that stuff. And if you look in here, I have a whole bunch of different alloys. There's some redstone, there's some electrum, there's some invar, there's some conductive iron, and there's probably more I'm missing at the moment. But yeah. The first thing I want to make, though, is just some more of the basic cables. I think I had some here. And I think I just want to make a bit more. I think one more thing should work for now. If I need more than that, I can make more. I just don't want to use too much of my conductive iron that I plan to use for something else. And I think I might have even used too much already. I don't know. I can always make more, though. It's just iron and redstone. And I do have a fair bit of iron and redstone here. Not much diamonds or gold, but a fair bit of resources overall. Okay, so the first thing I want to work on are capacitors, which are a very important part of Ender IO, and I need a capacitor bank so it can help store power. And actually looking at it, this might be more effective than what else I had planned. I'm not sure, but I need gold nuggets for this, so if I get some gold nuggets, hopefully that's enough. I always can craft them back into ingots if that was too many. So go here now, and I can make capacitors, and I need at least 4, and I think just another 2 for the moment. Then again, let's actually just make as much as we can, because I don't think I need that much gold or other things. Like, turning those nuggets back into gold wouldn't be that many ingots. So I don't think it really matters, and I don't need much of redstone or copper for other things I planned. But the other thing I did want to make was a capacitor bank, which does store power. So we have this now, but the reason I wanted this is not just because it stores power, but because it can charge things. So this was the easiest block I could make to charge items. There were other ones, but they tend to be a lot more costly. And if we come up here, I have the solar generator all powered, and I don't have a pick on me. That's embarrassing. Okay, so I grabbed my satchel here, which had all my tools and armor. I decided to put the dark steel in here and just use my crappy armor for the moment, just because I don't want to degrade the dark steel yet. But this has a full thing of 100k RF in it, which isn't actually a lot for RF. And I have this little step down here for the roof area here. And we do that, and we do that, and we do that. That has a hole into the room now, and I need to add some wire. And what I actually want to do is, I think I can reach it from here. There, that's where I want to put it so I can reach it from inside the room. But if I put a cable here, here, and here, the cool thing about Ender IO, it's cheating. So what Ender IO can do is I can drain power while this is still charging using the cables. I found this out by accident, but it's amazing because it makes these a lot stronger. So redstone mode, yeah, always active. So as you see now, actually it might be draining or filling. Let's see. So this is filling up. Now it's not. Why is that? Always active, insert. So is it filling now? There it goes. I don't know, it seems to be filling weirdly, like not consistently. Huh. Maybe it isn't constantly pumping out power when I do that. I don't know. Maybe it's only when I mess with cables even. Because, yeah, it seems every time I update the cables, it will pull power into it. I don't know. Maybe that is still not as much of a cheat as I thought, but I did see it was actually pulling power even when it was set to charge. Yeah, see, it's now it's doing it. It was pulling a bit, now it's back to charging. I don't know what's up with that. All I know is that will hopefully be a way around constantly having to toggle it, but if I put a lever on the bottom, will that actually toggle it? That's a good question. Let me go find my lever and try that. Because if I can toggle it from inside, that will make it a lot easier to power things. And that generator is the best source of power. I checked over things, but besides burning coal, there isn't much I can really do in the pack. Okay, so... yeah, see, it's just getting some power, and then it's stopping. So maybe it's not as much of a cheat as I thought, but if I do that, and wait for it, does it start charging now? Oh, there we go. So I could have a lever there to charge the power cell, or not the power cell, the capacitor bank. So it is drawing power from the generator, and then I can flick it back when that stops. So I can access it from in here, even if it's not the best. I also did want to move this setup in there, because I don't think I need that generator as much anymore. So let me just collect this stuff real quick as well. Okay, so I just wanted to come out here to verify this is in fact transmitting now. So if I do go here and flick this, it does change it back to charging. And yep, it's already charging. So if I flick it again, it transmits in a few seconds. So okay, that is working how I thought it would, more or less. I actually thought the cheat with the wires would work better, but it's still working. I'm still getting power in that energy cell. But what I want to do is I actually want to put it down here. And I guess I'll just run a line like this. Yeah, I guess I can just run it actually on the side of the machines. And I guess I'll have to remove this torch. But what I want to do is I want to have the alloy smelter and the sag mill. And I just messed that up. Okay, so the alloy smelter is the final thing of these machines I need right now. And the sag mill, actually, I don't know. There is another machine I want. I'm just not sure where I want to put it. But for the moment, I guess this will work. I can always move it later on. So I want to put that there and that there. And how this is going to work is... oops, changed the mode by mistake. I meant to configure that. So this is going to push there. And it's going to pull from there. So it's going to take in from the top and go out the side. It still has a bit of power, and it's gaining power from this now, I believe. There we go. Yeah, that's out of power. But it is getting power in and out, I believe. Or it should still be getting power from that unless it's empty. And yeah, it's charging this stuff now because it's connected. And this needs to get an input from... yeah, input from the side. Darn, I messed that up. And push into the bottom. So now if I put... actually, I could put a chest there instead of a hopper because I said on the side. So let's do that so I can more easily just put stuff there. So how this works now is I put an ore in here, it'll be put into here, it will be grounded down, put in the hopper, put in here, and then put out in the chest. So yeah, basic automation. And I also want to make some energy cells because the capacitor bank's nice, but yeah, actually I want to go up top and see if the solar generator is done transmitting all its power. That way I know to turn it back to charging. No, it still has a bit of power in it, so I'll flip it before day comes. So hopefully it will help with the power thing here. And yeah, sorry if this episode does seem a bit too quick-paced for me normally. I just have a lot of stuff on my list and a lot of things I want to work on. And yeah, but the next thing I want to work on are energy cells from thermal expansion, which hopefully work well. But the reason is these are a lot cheaper to make. And let's see. Yeah, that holds 2 million RF. I'm just not sure if it's better going for the... energy, or the capacitor bank there, to be honest. It does almost seem like that could be better, because I did get the resources ready for this. This is just lead, redstone, lead, glass, and then some copper. And then to upgrade, I need Invar, which I already did make. But I don't know, the capacitor bank was pretty easy using yeah, I think I'm just going to make some more capacitor banks, actually. So I do have most of the stuff here. Let me just get some more iron in that. So I'll just make it a bigger one. I don't know, actually, because if I expand the capacitor bank, I can easily get to 4 million, which is the same as 2 of these. I'm just going to make... Oh, I know why I want to make these now. I do need to still make these. Okay, so sorry for being a bit here there. But the reason I want to make these is because I did need a portable power source. That was it. And I think I forgot to smelt sand. Whoops. Or maybe I think I might have made the Ender IO sand by mistake, which does still work, but I have this furnace here that's pretty decent, so let's just put that in there. And, yeah. And, no, that's fused. I didn't make the Ender IO, I accidentally smelted quartz. That was it. So, I do want to make a couple of, the hardened energy cells. That's the next thing I want to work on this episode. And then hopefully off camera I can fill these power cells, and the thing is this would hold 2 million power, which is 20 times more than that solar generator can hold. So I can charge it off camera and use it to power the quarry, which I think is in here. Yeah, there it is. So in case you were wondering where that was, that's where the quarry is. So I can make that and go here, and this just needs electrum. That's why I needed that. So I got the bit of electrum there, and now I can just go like this, and ta-da, a leadstone cell, and now I just go like this, and I think, yeah, it doesn't work well with things with durability or RF, so now we got a hardened cell. The electrum cell, or the redstone cell here, is possible, but I need to fill it, which needs a fluid transposer, and I didn't want to make that stuff, at least not yet. So I'm going to make another of the leadstone cells real quick, then I'll set them up. Okay, so I did set up the hardened energy cells, but they're currently not charging because there's no power to be given because the solar generator there ran out and it's just turning day. So hopefully I can get some power from that. But I do want to work on something else, which is, well, I need to crush down some coal for it, but I want to make higher tier capacitors so these machines work better. Now, how I do that is I'll need some coal dust. It was actually 2 per coal. That's plenty then. I thought it was 1 per coal, actually. But, okay, so I have enough coal dust. Is there more coming? Yes, there is. Also got some sulfur out of that. So I have more than enough coal dust. I think there might have been a chance to get 2 because I only got 4 from 3 coal. Or was it? Yeah, it was 3 coal. Anyway, I'm just kind of rambling, but I need to make a fair bit of this. I think 6 is the number I need of this. I might be wrong, but spares aren't that bad of a thing. But this is energetic alloy, I believe it's called. I might be wrong. Let me just double check to make sure. Oh god, earthquake. I think that's what it is. I see stuff shaking anyway. So yeah, this is energetic alloy, which I'll need for... Yeah, that's mildly inconveniencing. Things are just shaking a bit. Oh, there's the sound. Well, I have no idea what to really do about an earthquake. We experienced it at the other episode. And I thought it was going to be something chaotic and awesome, but it really didn't do anything. So it does put the stuff into this chest over here. And I think I actually want to make another workbench real quick to have one over there so I don't have to run over here every time I want to craft something. And hopefully this earthquake doesn't bring my whole house down. That would really suck. So, yeah. Okay, so the earthquake was getting a bit annoying, so I just turned down the sound. It doesn't seem to be doing anything besides shaking stuff. And, yeah, so I decided that I'd build a little entrance up here just because I wanted to check the solar generator and was tired of running the other way. So I have this as a little rain shield, too, so I don't accidentally get poisoned in my own base. And this is now full, so if I flick this lever, it should start filling this stuff now. Okay, there we go. So these energy cells are getting power. So off camera, I'll need to work with these to try and get these charged up so I can take them with the quarry wherever I want to go and power the quarry. So it will take a while because the solar generator alone isn't that great of a power source. I also did make, or put the Stirling generator there just in case I need another power source or want to burn coal to help make power. But yeah, pretty much the power is running through this. Is coming in and out as fast as it can. It's going into these and going into this. So it's just splitting the power between all this stuff. If I wanted, I could actually add a relay so it goes into these before it comes down here. But at the moment, that's not a big concern for me. And I need to get this and make the items I want to make. So pretty much I want to upgrade the capacitors here. And I believe this is how you do it to get double layer. Now the cool thing about double layer is I can put this in here, and it not only increases the capacity the machine can hold, but it makes it work better. And this isn't just true for these machines, it's also true for this generator here. So now if I put in coal, it will burn slower and produce more power. So now it's producing 40 RF a tick, where before it was 20, so that will help produce a bit more, and it will also last longer, so that will help charge these up a bit more. So yeah. Okay, so now that I have this whole little machine area set up now, I want to try working on a couple things to help with travel. The first one is a jetpack, which we come in here, I need to grab a few supplies, but the basic tier for the Ender IO simple jetpacks, or simply jetpacks, is a conductive iron one, which isn't that hard to make. I do need some iron, that's also why I need to go get the leather. I actually would like to make traveler's boots, but that needs 6 leather and some string, and I don't have that spare at the moment. So I can start working towards this, but this does need a lot of things. So if we do that, so let's see, we need 4 there, that, and that. So that's all of it but these, which will probably be the hard part. I think I do still have enough conductive iron spare though, so that's good. And I need to make basic gears. I think I actually did make those off camera because they were, well, basic. So we got basic gears, we'll need redstone, insulated coils, some more basic capacitors, and that's it. So pretty much I just need to make some more capacitors because I only have the one. So I do have enough gold for that, and I will need to grab redstone, and okay, I think I actually can make it right now. So I made this redstone alloy, which is I think silicon and redstone, nothing special. And I am still worried that this base is just going to fall on my head, but that's insulated redstone conduit, which is what I believe I need for that. Yeah, I have no idea what that does. It's probably just redstone, kind of like a redstone alloy from Project Red. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. So, I don't know. I assume that's just what that is. And I need to make some nuggets. That should be enough. And go in here, go in here. 4 more of those. Go in here, go in here. 2 of these. And now I go here and jetpack. So now I can fly. Pretty poorly, but I can fly. And the reason I wanted that is because this can charge items. Although it's currently not charging it because it's probably transmitting out the power just as quickly as it's getting it in, which is bad. So, actually, did I ever set that connector? Active wave signal, that should keep the power in here if I'm correct. Yeah, now it's going to charge this up, so I might need a better system for this, or at least to move the other stuff around so I can better toggle that. But now this will charge up with power. It doesn't hold a lot, but I can also upgrade it. If I look here, the upgrade is electric steel, which isn't that hard, really. Electric steel just needs iron, silicon, and coal. I didn't want to do it this episode. I might even do it off camera, but if we look at this though, it just requires a machine parts, which needs a lot more stuff, and I just didn't want to go through all that effort this episode. But off camera I might work on this because it's not that much harder. It just needs a lot of electrical steel and a lot more iron stuff, but I do have a fair amount of iron, so it's not that big of a deal. It's mainly just getting the electrical steel that will be a bit of a pain. I could start it going now and maybe fit it in this episode, but I don't want to drain too much power for the machines. But I don't know, I guess I could start it. So let's see, I need the silicon, I need the coal dust, I need more coal. I threw the coal in the machine there. Whoops. So how much do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I need 8. Okay, so I'll need 8 electrical steel, which means if I throw in 7 coal, that should be enough. And we can see how fast this goes now. So as you can see, it's much faster. And if I get the highest tier capacitor, it'll be even faster than that. So now if I just get 8 and throw that there, and throw that there, and throw that there, it will now start making it. And as you can see, it's a good bit faster than it used to be. So that will get us the electrical steel we need to upgrade it. And we just need capacitors. And let's see. So we'll need 5 capacitors, and we should have everything else besides the 4 of these. So, okay, so we need a total of 9 capacitors. Right, okay, so if I, let's see, we need 5 gold ingots in here. Make that, go in here, and capacitor. I wish it was easier to get to that recipe. There we go. So, I think I only needed 9, right? Now let's just make the spare ones, because spare capacitors are never bad. And then I can make this. And that should be enough. So if I go like this and like this, I can make that. And I guess we are going to upgrade it right now too. Whoops, I wasn't really planning on doing that, but well, if I have the stuff. And do I not have the stuff, or did it just not autocomplete? Hold on. Okay, so it didn't autocomplete because I forgot to grab the electrical steel here. So if I grab that, I go in here now, I go here, click here, I can make 2 of these, and now I can just grab this jetpack, which is full on power, and this is now charging up, although the sun's down now, so was that even set to transmit or charge? I forget. I think I did change it to transmit, so yeah, but now if I take this, I can, take this and go like that. It doesn't want to work because that's just how things are with items with durability. It should keep its charge, although it will expand its charge cap, allowing it to hold more, so it will look like it has less. Yeah, now it holds a lot more. That's a lot of power. So now this is an electric steel jetpack. I didn't get to use it when it was the crappy one, but now it should fly much faster and much better. So, okay, so it is still charging. Let's head up here and see how the generator is. I'm pretty sure it's out of power, but yeah, it's charging, but has to wait for the sun to come back. And this one is still, or it's out of power too, because it doesn't have any fuel. So if I really wanted to get more power, I guess I could throw some coal in there. Yeah, I think I'll just do that because why not? I do have enough coal that I can use it for power without feeling like I'm wasteful. But I think I'm actually just going to use this now and leave that charging. But now we can actually see how this jetpack, I almost called it a jet plate. Yeah, jet plate works. And I can upgrade this with armor using conductive iron armor plating, which needs silicon armor plating, and 10 of that in the alloy smelter, which I don't have spare right now, but I could work on that off camera, because at the moment it doesn't give any armor protection, but now I can fly around, which is, the problem is, I think I take fall damage. Yeah, I will take fall damage, so, that is a small drawback, but it will be nice, and, yeah, oh, the face cam covers the power meter. But let's see, it's at 28%, 27%, and, oops. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm not sure how useful the jetpack will actually be, but it is something worth keeping around, even if I don't have it on constantly. And that brings me to the last thing I have to work on this episode. So let's actually come down here and see if the Ender Pearl has grown. No, it just takes forever. So I can still work on what I want to work on, though. And that is the start of Transport Terminals. Okay, so this is Transport Terminals, a teleportation mod that uses RF power. I did test this off camera just to see how it worked. And yeah, I need the Transport Terminal console. And if I get another Ender Pearl, I can make this the portable one to teleport back. But how it works is I need to make these chips. And with these chips, I can save locations and teleport to them. Now, I think I did have all the stuff in here ready to go. Yeah, I have glass. I need a redstone block, which I have on me. I actually have the glass on me. I just need slabs, but any old slabs will work. I don't have any slabs ready. That's a bit embarrassing. I can make some cobblestone slabs pretty easily, though. So I think this should allow us to make the transport terminal. Alright, I'm silly. I forgot I need to make ender eyes and not ender pearls, but I did head back to the nether. It didn't crash on me again, but I only got one blaze rod, but I don't need more at the moment anyway, so I decided not to bother with it. And yeah, so we have the console. Now the question is, where do we want to put this? I'm thinking actually right here, and to do this properly, I want to run a cable underground. Just so it will come up here and... Okay, so it does need power, which is a bit of a drawback, but I don't know, it's still a very nice mod, or a pretty cool teleporting mod that uses RF. And fun fact, actually, it was going to be an Untamed Chaos until I realized Mechanism had a portal, and there were enough other teleport options, so I decided it wasn't really needed in the mod pack and cut it. But yeah, so if I put it down here, it needs power. It's not getting any power at the moment because there's no power being transmitted through the network. If I go into here and change its redstone mode to always active, it should start getting power. There we go. It holds, I forget how much it holds. Okay, pretty much it uses 10k RF per teleport. If I put the controller there, it will link it, and it has all these slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14 chips is what we need to make. And then one more for this if the Ender Pearl ever decides to grow. So I need 14 of that. And let's see. Okay, so get this, and I think I have everything I'll need on me. So if I go like this, I can make a bunch of transport chips, and oh my god, that's more than I can hold. But if I go in here and put the transport chips, it will be in here, and then using the controller, I think I could also use the chip. I can save the location, and then I can teleport back to it. So pretty much how it works is, if I click here, it'll teleport to the chip's location, and use 10k RF, or teleport me, I should say. And if I use the controller, I can set a location and also teleport back. So I really need to get that other ender pearl. Let's go down and see if it has grown. If it hasn't, it will be grown by next episode. I'll make sure of it. And yeah, but these just take so long to grow, and if I break it now, it won't give me an ender pearl. And off camera, I think I did get the other ender pearl by actually killing an enderman, but I died a few times down in the mines. There was another section of the mines. I don't think I waypointed it, or if I did waypoint, it's hidden. Nope, I didn't. But it was actually that first mine. Let me just actually show you real quick. Okay, so I'm coming down the mines, and I just wanted to show you this. This is the giant hole the quarry made. I got all the resources of note I saw on the walls. Like, I don't need lead or tin a lot because they're not useful besides the mods they come from. But the mine shaft, or not the mine shaft, the ravine, that's what I should be calling it, area I was talking about is over here, and I need to get water. I always forget about that. But, there we go. And that's Certus, which isn't useful. But yeah, down here, there was always a lot of Endermen, but a lot of things kept killing me over and over, so I just kind of left. But there are still some resources here, and if I feel brave, I might explore more off camera. But yeah, I found a few Endermen there. I don't think I ever got to kill the second one, because it killed me every time I went back for my stuff. And eventually I got the stuff, but I think the Enderman either dropped no pearl, or I didn't get to kill it. So yeah, but there is a few other things I want to do, so let's head back to the base and try and do them before the episode's over. Okay, so this is still charging up, and once it's charged I can toggle the switch, but I did actually want to look into the other solar panels a bit, because while that does work, it still would be nice to have other solar panel options, and I also did want to look into better furnaces, but after looking over the stuff, it doesn't seem worth it really. Like, I could make this upgrade, but it uses a bit of diamonds and such for ore doubling, but I already have that with the machines. And I could make this for fuel, but it takes too many ender pearls to be practical. So mainly I just want to take this and make, oh, I forgot I had the storage upgrade. But I want to take this and make a gold furnace, because I have enough gold to do that. So now it should be a bit faster than it was before, which will be nice for smelting stuff like sand and such I don't necessarily want to use these machines for. So yeah, but the last thing I want to look into would be solar flux. So if I search solar flux real quick, or just solar, these are the solar flux solar panels, which are really easy to make. Just needs glass, and yeah, and I could at least get this tier, which makes 16 RF per tick, and put some up in the roof to help with the power generation. It wouldn't be phenomenal, but I don't know. It doesn't cost that many or that much resources. So the main thing I need is a bunch of glass, and I do have a lot of glass on me. Let me actually just take a stack of this, and we can see how quick this goes. So fairly quick, not that speedy, but I have the spare resources, and I don't see any reason not to make these now, because I have a lot of wood too. So if I go like this, let's see, how many of these can I make? 16. Now how many of these can I make? 5. That's not a lot, but I can upgrade this when I get 8, and that just needs gold, and I actually can make that right now. So I'm gonna plan to make 2 of these just to help with the power. I could upgrade it further, but then that starts to need this stuff, but I guess that's not too hard because I did make some of those earlier, and just needs more of the mirrors, but it is kind of costly. I might make these more off camera because I need to wait for the glass and that sort of stuff, but I don't know, just having like a few more around here, or I don't know, maybe even like I was originally saying up here, I could have like a whole bunch of them and just wire it down to connect to this, so that way I'm getting a bit more power and not having to toggle them back and forth to hopefully oh god, I didn't mean to do that. But hopefully help toggle, or not toggle, to help with the power generation here, so I don't have to rely on that one generator, and can get a good bit of passive power even when I'm like AFKing. I can't really AFK because of thirst, but you get what I mean, I hope. And yeah, let's just see if I can make one of the good ones. So, okay, And like that. And now I should be able to make one of these. So if I really wanted, I could keep compacting them. But these aren't any more efficient than the lower tiers. They're just more condensed into a single block with better transfer rates. So they'll pretty much generate as much power or just as quickly. So let's just put that up there and just test it out sort of thing. And yeah, so if I actually just put it right here. Can I put it there? There we go. So I can't see anything. I can't right click it. Oh, if I right click it there, it shows it's charged, but it's immediately pulling out its power, I believe, thanks to that connection there. If I go like this, I think I might be able to reach it. Okay, there we go. So extract always active. So that should help with power, and I'll look into more of them off camera, but I think I'm going to end this episode here. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and unfortunately the ender pearl didn't grow. I just was tired of waiting for it off camera. If I came down here and it was growing, I'd probably be annoyed. But by next episode for sure, I'll make sure I get another ender pearl either through this or finding and killing an enderman so we can finish doing the teleporter stuff. And yeah, and hopefully now I can do a bit more exploring and easily come back to the base and then resume where it's exploring. We have the jetpack and we're getting a good bit of tech stuff done too. So anyway, we made a good bit of progress, and yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and until next time, goodbye.